Welcome back to the next episode of me scouting locations. We are at Death Valley National Park. This is my second time this year visiting in the winter. Well, yesterday I did some star tracking near Mount Whitney. It was a success. I learned a lot of new things. So today is going to be another test run. In order for me to do that, but first I had to scout some locations. So we're nearby a Badwater Basin. With the recent rain, I don't know if there will be any mud cracks. They all might be just washed out. I'm just hiking around. The other alternative is there is already a lake because of all the rain in Badwater Basin, so I could also use that as my composition for tonight. It's supposed to be completely empty sky today, but there are clouds. There are clouds, so I don't know. We might get a epic sunset tonight if the horizon on the west coast is clear. Try to find mud cracks, but I barely found any. However, look at this field right behind me. So this is gonna be our astro spot. Oh my god, the lighting. It's like, oh, my hair's all messed up, but look at the lighting over there. That looks spectacular. I don't know how to properly compose it. Before the sun went down behind the mountain, I was actually doing some ultra wide angle shots with my 14mm. I'm trying to get some of these patterns over here that goes straight towards the sunset. I even did a couple of shots with, there's like a leading line over here that goes straight here. Yeah. And tonight, the Milky Way is set right, like the west is right there, so we'll get the arch right there. I will use all of these patterns down below to do my composition. And yeah, second day of trekking. We scattered around and found our spot for the night. I want to make a brief breakdown of my tracker setup and what I use to polar align. Okay, first thing, obviously, is my tripod. I'm using a Banro. This is the Banro Rhino series with the center column. And now I'm gonna build the star tracker step by step. The first piece is the first panel plate. This will help me with leveling the base. There you go, that was rather fast. And after I put this on, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to level the base. Having this level is really important so that when the star tracker is up, the whole base is level. And when I do my panorama, I am rotating the camera while having equilibrium. The next step, I'm going to attach. This is the plate. This could be a camera plate as well, but I'm mainly using this is for the star tracker. As you can see, it's kind of in an angle. It's pointing at an upward slope. So you can put the star tracker and you can point it right at the sky. Okay, there you go. It's pretty tight. So this is the foam mount that was in the package. I think there's a different version of the foam mount where you can actually put it right behind the tracker. I was confused at first when I got this. I was like, oh wait, I thought it was supposed to go behind the star tracker, and I was scratching my head. This was actually easier. So let me show you. Let me attach this first and I'll show you. And now, how do I pole align it with my phone? The easiest app to use is Stellarium. Stellarium, I think there are plenty of other apps that I know of. I actually downloaded 2 more apps. I'm not gonna name it right now because I still haven't even figured out how to use those apps yet. But Stellarium, it works with no Wi-Fi, no service at all. I tested it out multiple times and okay, that's perfect. I was able to find the Polaris. I'll even show you the screen recording of Stellarium in just a sec, but let's mount this on the tripod right now. So just put it just like that, and you just attach it, just like that. Okay, let me show you guys how Stellarium works. And I also want to explain why I'm using the mobile version instead of using the laser pointer. So laser pointer, obviously you're going to be pointing the laser in the sky, and there is some risk to that. And the risk is, what if there is an air traffic and you're in the area where there's lots of airplanes flying in and out? That might be kind of risky, pointing the laser in the sky. I did not want to deal with that at all. That's why I'm using the mobile version to polar align. And now, Stellarium, it works perfectly in areas where there's no signal. I've tested it out. I even put on airplane mode, turn off Wi-Fi, everything, turn off data, and it still works because this is calibrated to your compass. Now, to polar align, when you open Stellarium, you'll have it look like this. And in order to polar align, you have to search for the northern star, the Polaris star. And this is for the northern hemisphere. I'm not covering the southern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere, you'll be looking for Polaris. So how to do that is you go to the search button. I've already have Polaris kind of typed in and have it on favorites. But for you, you will be typing in Polaris, and it should point up to Polaris right there. But now you saw that this was automated. But try to move around a little bit. There you go. It took me a while to refresh and move around. So now this is what you are going to be seeing in the field. So before you do attach your phone to the mount, you can do this so that now the phone is searching for Polaris. And now you attach it to your phone. I'm sorry, you attach it to the camera mount, and then you will adjust the camera mount until you get where the Polaris is at. So Polaris is supposed to be in north. So you go to north, and when the arrow is pointing up, you just point up until you get there. So for wide angle panoramas, you only need a rough alignment. So when you already have this in place, you can mark your tripod, or you can lock your tripod, and then now you can swap your phone out and you can put your star tracker. Okay, once you're done with your polar alignment, you just take this back out, keep your phone, just turn it off, you don't need it anymore. Now the fun part, this polar align, this is facing the right way, so now you're gonna point your star tracker towards it, and you're gonna attach it to that same plate right there. And you attach it, and then you turn it on. The button's on the left over here, and I'm in the northern hemisphere, so I'm going to be turning on for the north. Just to point out more information, I still have yet to figure out how to track the southern hemisphere because I have not been to the southern hemisphere with this tracker yet. Maybe in the future video. So this one, it helps because this is pointing up. The camera is going to be in a weird angle, right? So this one, it helps you to have a level base, something like that. It's like a, what they call it, the Z bracket or M bracket. I don't know the exact name. When you're doing panoramas, this is really helpful. The tracker is going to keep moving, right? The camera might go off balance. You can like rotate this a little bit, and you can adjust this as you need to get the level base right out while you're doing your panels. There we go. The sky is going to be moving like this, right? Like as the the star tracker tracks the sky. All you gotta do is release this little knob over here to readjust the position. And of course this is gonna be up already when you have your ball head, and you just gotta readjust this position, and maybe you gotta readjust this plate, and you'll be back on level and you can do your panorama panels. Okay, now the final ball head over here. Pretty simple, just attach it. There you go. And this is where obviously you're gonna put your camera on. The thing about this ball head is this is also a panorama ball head because it got the degrees and it got the marker. So when you have to move, you just have to release this knob over here and you can twist. I really love using this because I can have a precise information on how much degrees that I've been moving. It's really helpful, especially in the dark. And now finally, you can attach your camera to the ball head. And once your camera is set, you can release this, point it anywhere you want. The space is level. And when you have to do your panoramas and you gotta rotate, you can release this knob over here and you can rotate. You know exactly how many degrees are you doing. And there you go. It's as simple as that. Okay, round 2 of Astro. It is currently 1:30, but tonight I'm not alone. I got company as well. So they're gonna keep me company, and we're also help me shoot together too. Really tired, but it's looking really good outside. We came back to the salt field and began our session. This attempt at star tracking was so much better than the previous night. I felt so much more comfortable, like I knew what I was doing right away. For this image, I actually got my sister's help to compose it with a human subject in the center. We could not do this at blue hour because there were so many cars creating light trails in some of my panorama panels. However, this worked out because we were light painting, so I was able to focus well in the foreground. I had my sister shine the light on each foreground panel so we could see the amazing textures of the salt field. It was a quick 10-second exposure shot, 9 panels each. The sky was tracked at 30 seconds f2.2 ISO 1250 for nearly a 270-degree panorama. I even did 3 rows so I get as much of the sky as possible, which helped blend things easier. The air glow that night was incredible. The Astromotic camera turned the air glow red, magenta-ish color. I do prefer that more than the usual green we get. I love the mixture of deep dark blue sky on the left transitioning towards the red sky on the right, and of course all the hydrogen alpha emissions in the Milky Way making up the most of the thinner winter Milky Way. We only did this one composition at the salt field, but we had time for blue hour composition at another location nearby, so we quickly drove over and I got this shot. So that same track sky worked out perfectly with this panorama I took at blue hour. You might be wondering, the sky might look too similar to the previous shot. In my opinion, at one point the Milky Way panorama, the sky start to look the same. That is why I cannot emphasize enough on being honest with what you are showing. The foreground will be the most unique element in the wide-angle astrophotography. I also would not recommend blending the sky if the Milky Way or constellation is not in the same direction. Sometimes I am even careful with using the night sky from a different night because of the difference in air glow. This shot worked out because I have just tracked the sky 2 hours ago and the vantage point was facing west. The sky shot is as same as the previous one. Foreground is another 9 panel, this time shot during blue hour. I could not choose which is my favorite from this night, so let me know your favorite in the comment section. During the second attempt, I am a lot more confident with the tracker. I'm even looking forward to tracking more in the next months or so. I hope you guys enjoy all the information I provided in the video. I can't wait to put out more photography topics going forward. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.